I got him addicted, he fiending. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treatment. He throw a fit when I leave him. He like,
let me rub on you. Can I get a little love from you? My body addicted, it's driving him crazy. I think I gotta run from him. Don't know what to do without it. He true, I doubt it. They don't understand it, I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do with my body.
going crazy, crazy. I got what you need, I'm gonna give it
to my YouTube channel. There we go. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Gracie Jane, and I'm gonna do a story time today of why I'm 14 years old and going into 8th grade. And some people might be like, well, like I know a couple of people that are 14 and in 8th grade, and you know they might have just started late, you know, in preschool or something. But I actually have a story of why, and so I feel like sharing that. Okay, so I want to start off in about 1st grade. Let's start there, that sounds good, with my story. So 1st grade, I didn't know the alphabet, and that was shocking because, you know, you're about 6-7 years old. Like, I knew how to sing the ABCs, but that's because I memorized the song. If you just held up a D, the letter D, I wouldn't know that that was a D. And I was just very, very, like, behind in class, and it wasn't normal. Like, I couldn't read, I couldn't define what a letter was. Like, I knew it was a letter, but I didn't know which letter it was. So I started getting tutored and everything, and that just didn't really help. I mean, like, it helped somewhat. Like, I started learning, but I need to learn faster because now I'm about to be in 2nd grade, still have no clue how to read, and I'm just very behind. And my mom's like, this is really not normal. So then I'm going into 2nd grade, 1st year, 2nd grade, and I'm just struggling. Yes, I'm passing and everything, but I'm struggling. And I passed 2nd grade, you know, but I'm still struggling. I barely passed. And we're like, how is she gonna pass 3rd grade? Because that's like when the big testing starts, and if you don't pass that big test, you're gonna get held back. I still didn't know how to read. And my mom was like, I think there's something wrong maybe with our kid. Maybe she has something. That's talking about me. And so my mom finally decided to get me tested for learning disabilities. And this isn't like a easy topic to like talk about, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Because it's about me, and if you don't like that I've learned disability, then oh well, that's just me, you know? So we found out I have dyslexia. Dyslexia is where you switch your letters. So like a B might look like a D. A lowercase q looks like a P, and it's harder to read. And we found out I have ADD. And ADD is attention deficit disorder. And what that means is my attention span is so short. Like, I cannot stay focused or on task for a long period of time because I get bored or something else might just caught my eye and I'll be in a whole different world. And so now my mom knows that I have this, but there's still no way for me to pass 3rd grade. So my mom was like, you know what? We're going to hold her back. We're going to hold her back in 2nd grade. Even though I already passed the class, my mom was like, she just needs another year, because 2nd grade is a year of where you learn your alphabet, where you actually learn good sight words. Like, you actually start reading, you start, you know, getting a lot of information. So my mom was just like, okay, we're just gonna, I guess, here we go, so round 2, you know? And I am so thankful that she made that decision, because I know that if I didn't, me now going into 9th grade, I would probably have like a 6th grade reading capacity. Like, it would be bad, maybe 5th grade. But now since I stayed back, I'm right where I'm supposed to be in reading. And everything is great right now. So that's why my birthday is kind of like, why are you 14 and going into 8th grade? Because that's because I did get held back, but not because of the school system, because of my family and me chose to stay back. Because we thought it would be the best, you know, situation for me, because I didn't know why I wasn't learning as quick as everybody else and why I couldn't sit in a chair still. Like literally, I'll be sitting in a chair and I have to move my leg up and down. I have to do something to stay active because I'll just get bored. And so as I'm getting older, I have to learn with different ways of how I'm going to cope with my ADD, dyslexia, and I have to learn how to cope with it. And yes, it's difficult, but yeah, I'm going to learn how to live with it because it's not the end of the world. You know, it's just another part of me, and it's just going to make my life more interesting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to my story time of why I'm 14 years old and going into the 8th grade. Oh yeah, and don't forget, hit the subscribe button down below. That would help me out like a lot. And hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And what else? Oh yeah, leave a positive comment down below because that would be fun.
I got him addicted, he fiending. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treatment. He throw a fit when I leave him. He like,
Let me rub on you. I get a little love from you. My body addicted, it's driving him crazy. I think I gotta run from him. Don't know what to do without it. He true, I doubt it. They don't understand it, I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do with my body.
going crazy, crazy. I got what you need.